Hey guys, what's up? It's iPhone here, and welcome to episode 20 of Warframe, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. Now, this is going to be a really shitty episode because we're going to be killing Vay Hek, and he's a really shitty boss. So, unfortunately, that's going to be a thing that we're doing. I'm using the Soma today. You can use the Hek if you want to, but I just feel like the Soma is going to allow me to be a little bit more lazy, I guess, with it. And this is the build that I'm running right here. I have a Serration, a Heavy Caliber, a Split Chamber, Vital Sense and Point Strike, Stormbringer, and Infected Clip. Split Chamber, I'm pretty sure you can get from the little room in Ukko, which I showed not too long ago. So you can get it there, or you can get it by getting the G3 to come after you by playing against the Grineer in Invasions, right? So if you don't know what I mean by that there, go over to your invasions, choose one where, you know, the Corpus are fighting against the Grineer, such as this one right here, and then go up here, choose invasions, and support the Corpus instead of the Grineer, and then just keep on doing that there until you get a message from Vay Hek in your inbox, and then, you know, they're all like, yo, what up, we're gonna send some guys after you, and then those guys are sent after you. It's the G3. You know, usually they only appear in Grineer tile sets, and then you kill the 3 of them, and each of them has a chance to drop a multi-shot mod for all of the types of weapons. So that includes Hell's Chamber, Borrowed Fusion, and Split Chamber. So, moving on, we're just going to go ahead and get this boss started, because like I said, it's a really shitty boss. And I'm going to show you a few things which can be used to actually speed it up a little bit. So I am using Nova. We're using just the basic build that I've been using in the past couple episodes with the Narrow-Minded, the Continuity, and the Constitution with our Efficiency and our 45% extra Power Strength as well. So this boss fight, you would assume that it would be easy, right? But it's actually like really boring. Don't waste any ammo, especially if you have a shitty build on like me, where not all your mods are max rank, because you're going to run out of ammo very fast if you just keep on shooting just like any random thing. So just follow the marker for now, and then get to where you need to go. Don't bother shooting any enemies, because ammo waste, just kind of bullet jump past them. Also, excuse the keyboard noises, I'm recording from home again. And you'll see Vay Hek is sitting there shooting at you as well. You just want to skip him as well. Don't bother shooting him right now, because like I said, you're just going to waste your ammo. So find your way to the next area of the mission. It might prove a little bit difficult. You see I've went through 2 exits already, and I haven't found anything yet. If you're really struggling, you can stand and shoot Vay Hek here, but you know, you can kind of just skip these parts, and that's what we're trying to do by finding the area that we have to go to actually skip it. So I think it might actually be up here, that, or just back this way, which I think is back this way. Here we go. And then you just keep on moving on, and you'll see that some dialogue shows up, which will require you to keep on pushing forward until you find them again. And then you'll notice that Vay Hek is actually teleported in front of you, so you can see him on the minimap right now. He's a big white objective marker. Just go ahead and skip past him again. Find the exit, or find... Did we come this way? I think we came from this way. Find the way to get past them, really. Just find your way to the next area. Actually, were you going the right way there? I don't know if we were going the right way. It's just telling us to go over here, so I guess we'll head over this way then. Should be fine. Yeah, okay. We're going the right way, apparently. That's weird. So you just keep on going. And there he is again. Usually the exit for this area is all the way over here. This leads you down a big tunnel. And then down this way. And that will take us back there, which will lead us into a big sewage pipe, right? So we're going to go down the sewage pipe. Funnest thing in Warframe. Jump out and hit our M prime. And then this is going to allow us to kill all these guys with just a few bullets into this antimatter drop. Shoot it at the ground. They're all going to blow up. There may be a few left behind. You can one-shot them. And then what you're going to want to do is jump up here. Kill any remaining enemies. So, like so. Then there might be some more. Like that guy. And then there's another guy across. There's another 3 guys, actually. Shoot him. Shoot him. We'll also shoot him. And now what we have to do is we need to, like, beat Vay Hek over here, right? So we kind of need to shoot at him a little bit. And get him to shoot at us, right? So the reason this boss is super annoying or super shitty is because you can only really damage him whenever he opens his face. And he only does that there whenever he begins to shoot at you. So you have to stand up. And then you have to shoot him in the face. Then his face closes again. then you have to let him do his thing. You have to let him run his course and do all that there stuff while he's also spawning in other enemies as well. So that's basically how shit this boss fight is. It's just very time consuming. You get Hydroid from this boss fight, who is a frame that you use to basically farm things more efficiently. So you get an augment called Pilfering Swarm, and it turns his ultimate into like a thing that rerolls the drop tables every time it touches an enemy. So there's that. And basically you just have to play this like super careful. Try not to die. If you do die, it doesn't really matter too much because, like, you know, you have 4 revives, right? So all you have to do is keep on baiting him, making sure that you don't run out of ammo. If you do run out of ammo, just die, and then you'll be able to get all your ammo back, or at least a little bit of it. You can also, if you want to use your abilities, just use your Zeneric, because you should have your energy overflow, and then you can use those to either slow him down or speed him up, or whatever you want to do with Nova, implying on, or depending on which builds you go for. We have to slow build just so we can make this easier on ourselves. So you can see whenever he has the gray bar above his health, he's kind of vulnerable, or he's invulnerable, sorry, so you can't shoot him. But whenever it's yellow, you can actually lay into him. You actually have to be shooting his face as well. So it's kind of an annoying fight, just because of the slash procs that he does, and you know, him opening and closing his face and all that there crap. It's just super tedious and super annoying. It's probably one of the most boring, poorly designed bosses in the game, because there's other bosses that we're going to be fighting like in the next episode, which is, you know, a lot better. It does kind of have like an invulnerability stage, but it's still like a lot funner than this here piece of shit right here. So whenever he gets to his like final form in quotation marks, he actually gets a lot easier to kill. So we do end up dying there. Not that bad, not that big of a deal. Land to his face. That'll be about the only time that we die. It's just because he's a bitch to kill. This won't be faster if you bring teammates, so, you know, well, it might be faster. Maybe his level might be a little bit higher, so you have to deal more damage to him before he goes into his final stage, but, I mean, like, doing it solo, it's really easy to do it solo, because that way you know that you're always getting your shots on target, and you're not, like, you know, wasting time because someone's dealing less damage than you would be doing, right? So if I kill that guy, hit him in the face. He's very close to dying. Very close. Come on, Vay Hek, stop being a bitch. There we go. Let's go. Come on. A few more shots in the face, and then you'll be in your final stage, and then we can actually get out of this boss fight. You don't have to do this boss fight over and over again to get Hydroid if you don't want to. But I do recommend, like, at some point in the game getting Hydroid. Maybe just do this here boss fight, like, once a day or something. And hope that you get, like, all 3 parts within a day. Because farming this here guy over and over and over again will just ruin your experience of the game, in all honesty. I don't recommend just, like, no life in this guy. It's just not fun. It's very boring. So, do this here first thing whenever you log in. Get the worst thing out of the way. And then, continue on having fun with the game. So he should be relatively close to dying here. I don't know why it's taking so long. Well, I do know why it's taking so long. It's because this boss fight is crap, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. I believe the less things you go in with, the lower level he is and the easier he is too. I think that's just in general of all the bosses. But of course it'll be within its level bracket that's, like, you know, assigned on the mission too. So there we go. This is it. So whenever he does his dialogue, that's it. There's also a dog barking outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So he goes into this big transformer suit. I like to call this guy Bumblebee, because that's what he is. My friends used to call him a JCB digger. All you have to do is shoot him now. That's really easy. Stay still, Bumblebee. Okay, need to reload. Wait for it. Okay, here we go. And he's dead. Done. Easy. That's it. You can do the exact same thing with the Hek. You just have to be a little bit closer to him to deal all the damage. And yeah, now you just extract, go to the exit. Easy peasy. That's how easy the boss fight is, but it takes a long ass time. So what time are we at in my recording right now? We are at, that took us 9 minutes from the start to finish, to get that boss killed. That's insane. Well, more like 8 minutes. So 8 minutes per boss fight, you know, pretty shit. But you get Hydroid from him, and Hydroid's a good frame. I just wish they would rework this boss fight to make it a lot more fun. But chances of them doing it are little to none, because, like, he's also a raid boss too, so, you know, it's kind of like, Should we rework him or should we not rework him? I just think it's a very poorly designed boss, in my opinion. That could have had a lot more work done to it, but it's whatever. So let's actually move on and talk a little bit more about our progression in terms of master rank. So you can see I'm almost master rank 10 already, and that's because I've been leveling a lot of things. So if you go to equipment and we sort by our progression again, you can see maybe the changes of things that I've leveled. Leveled the Turcoon, and you're going to need to keep that. I have leveled the Harpack. I don't know if I showed that in the last video. I leveled the Comb. I leveled, what else did I level here? Mutilus Cernos, I leveled that. I leveled, what else did I do? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that was the change. That was the difference there. So that was all the stuff that I leveled prior to last video. And then in terms of builds and stuff, I haven't really like, you know, changed up this Nova build too much or anything. This is basically it with all the mods on. I just need to max out the mods and stuff, and then we should be good to go. Apart from the fleet and expertise and streamline, of course, it's just the Gnar Mind and the vitality that we need to max out. Try to get your hands, like I said in previous videos, get your hands on a second fleet and expertise and get your hands on a second streamline, and then, you know, we'll be able to, you know, do more builds with blind rage and stuff, which will allow us to, you know, have very powerful abilities that deal more damage, and also, like, you know, they don't cost as much as well. So I got an inbox message from a guy called Lord Behemoth here, and he says, thanks for the great videos. We got a Warframe slot. So again, that's going to help me out in the creation process of these videos, but try not to send me any more slots, guys, because I also want to, you know, make a flat trading guide as well later on in the future whenever we actually get to needing it, which realistically will be very soon whenever we go to claim Loki. We don't exactly need him right now, but it'll be nice to have Loki, especially for the end-game content in the game, because the end-game content can be easily done with Loki. And, you know, a lot of people will go down in the comment section and say, well, Loki's just a cheese frame and all that there good stuff, but Loki is by far one of the easiest frames to use, especially whenever it's your first time going into the in-game content. So, you know, I'm going to show the easiest methods for the newer players so they can actually get their foot in the door, right? But whenever you get the Pluto here, go ahead, just progress through all the nodes, and you'll notice that whenever you get the Hades, it's going to ask you for animal beacons, right? And animal beacons, they're basically like little currency things that drop, or resources that drop after you kill the boss that is on Hades, except he spawns in the regular missions, right? So you'll see like dialogue pop up of some bald guy, and he's like, kill the Tenno, blah, 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 new machines, stuff like that there. But we don't care about that. We just care about how to get the animal beacons. You want to get those on Outer Terminus, right? So Outer Terminus is a defense mission. You just play here, and we'll talk about, you know, how you can progress there. We're going to be forming Frost. We're going to be forming Excalibur a little bit more to make those builds pretty much pristine. And we're also going to be talking about the Lephantis in the next video, which will allow us to get to the Eris Junction. So right now, I want you guys to focus on opening 3 Neo Void Relics, and then completing 15 waves of defense on Stoffler, which should be very easy, especially if you have a Soma and a Hek. And at this point in the game right here, whenever you're at Pluto, I want you guys to use Stoffler on Luya to level your weapons, because if you do about 15 waves here, if you have an affinity booster, you'll get your weapons from level 0 to level 30 in the space of 15 waves. If you don't have an affinity booster, I'd say about 20 waves. So it just comes down to you having the right mods in your weapons, and then going into this here, you know, doing well. Play it on public if you're struggling. Play it in squads. Never play it by yourself. Only play this here with other players, right? So never play leveling missions, apart from spam missions, by yourself. Always play in a squad, because that way more enemies spawn, and the XP that other players get from kills is also going to go towards you as well. So let's say there's a player in there with a Banshee that has like a very powerful Sonic Quick build. You know, you'll be able to go in here and just like stand still and get all the XP, which is pretty cool. Now, speaking of that there, I'm also going to be working on the dojo in today's video, adding a few more rooms to it as well, just so I can show you guys like what I'm kind of doing here with it. So in the dojo right now, we have the trading post, which we're going to be needing for future episodes, and we also have this here thing right here, which will allow us to claim Endo whenever we start to level up our clan. And then over here, we have our first reactor, which is actually fully built, and then we up here, we have another room, which is fully built as well. This just gives us, it's like a cross section. It gives us more rooms to add on to. So right here, I'm going to add another reactor just so we can keep our place powered. And I'm going to be adding salvage and stuff to it so I can actually get it done. I believe I don't have, okay, I don't have enough circuits, so I'm going to leave a few other clan members to actually, you know, go ahead and complete that there for me. But, you know, just go get your resources and stuff. If you are thinking of making your own clan, you're doing a solo clan, then, you know, just follow this here guide. I'm just going to invest all my circuits in there, contribute all that there, and then press OK. Now, you'll see that I have a lot of Forma. That's another thing that you should be focusing on. Forma is very crucial whenever it comes to the game at this stage. So what I want you guys to put right here is what is called an oracle, and that is going to allow you to actually what's it called, make labs after we build our first greater hall up this way. So we're going to make a clan great hall, and this is just a big massive corridor which is going to go straight down, and then at the end of this one we're going to make another cross section, and then that will allow us to add in more reactors, which will give us more space, and then also add in our other research labs as well, which will give us access to more weapons. You could potentially start crafting your clan and stuff at master rank 6, but because, you know, you need the resources and stuff to kind of build it up, then you want to, like, I would say leave it for later on, right? Because the weapons you get from here are very powerful and will make in-game content very easy as well. So we're just going to leave the dojo for now, and that's how my dojo is shaping up. I will be opening this clan later on whenever everything is researched and done, so be excited for that there. I'll announce it in these guides whenever that clan is ready, and whenever I have like an application process ready as well, because, you know, right now it's kind of difficult to kind of like manage everything. So what you'll notice here is I'm building the Kirkata, which is to build the dual Kirkatas or the twin Kirkatas, which are secondaries, which are very powerful. You notice I have like a lot of things still to craft, so make sure to be crafting all your weapons and things like that there. We have some prime parts as well, and I also mentioned that you're going to need to have a Galatine prime blade to progress with the steel meridian, which I actually have went and got myself as well. So I just need to get 70k sanding with them, and then I have to, you know, go ahead and sell my Galatine prime blade with 250k credits to progress on till I get my justice mod for my Hek, right? So that is pretty much that there in terms of syndicates, and then everything else, it's just all about progressing. So on the Pluto Junction, it should be very easy for you to understand. We got to kill Lephantis in the Derelict to move on to the next planet on called Eris, which will get us the Patient Zero quest, which we're going to need to kill the boss on Sedna, because we get a frame called Mesa from that. She's very hard to farm, but she's also very effective, right? So we're going to be getting our hands on that there. Neo Void Relics should be very simple and complete 15 waves defense at Stoffler. Again, very easy. So the Lephantis boss fight we'll be covering in the next video, because you actually have to craft a Orokin Derelict assassination key, which takes an hour. So I am currently building that there, and then that will be ready for the next video. So just go into the market and buy it. Orokin Derelict assassination, you have to have circuits, ferrite, Lephantis nav coordinates, which you get from playing in regular Derelict missions, and then nanospores as well, and that will allow you to craft it. So that is going to be pretty much it for this episode of Warframe, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. You can also maybe do some of the junction requirements for Sedna too, so defeating Vay Hek, which we've done, defeating the 10 sentients on Lua, just play the Crossfire mission, let the little blue thing scan you, easy peasy. Collect any free mods from the Orokin Principal Challenge rooms on Lua. That'll be in a upcoming guide. I will make like a full guide for all the rooms in that there, and hopefully it'll be the best one on YouTube, hopefully. I just need to get all the footage for that there. Then we have craft a weapon requiring master rank 5 or higher, which is your Soma. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button below. If you didn't, hit dislike. If you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe. And if you haven't already, enter into the giveaway that is in the description. It's going to be ending at the end of this month, so that's August 2017 in a few days time. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.